All right, this is going to be the last video for Notes 26, and this last section is on graphing lines. So a couple of reminders, some things to look for. And one thing is I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equations, but 4 graphs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take part A and part B and put them on the same graph here. And I'm just going to label them so that way we can keep track of which one's which. All right, so first thing, here's my lovely x-axis, here's my y-axis. The equation x is equal to 5 is going to be a vertical equation. So find the x-axis, I'm going to go to positive 5 here, and I'm going to draw a vertical line right through that. I'm going to slide that over because that snapped a little bit to the side. There we go. Oops, I don't know why I copied that. Arrows at the end because it goes on forever. And this is x equals 5. Okay, anytime it's x equals a number, it's a vertical line. Now, y equals -1, I'm going to go to the y-axis, find -1. So I'm going to put a point there, and then that is a horizontal line. That is much better. I stayed on the line this time, so y equals -1. So horizontal lines are y equals a number, and vertical lines are x equals some number. Okay, that is always going to be true for these problems. So it doesn't matter what y equals here for x equals 5. So all of these points in the pink line have an x value of 5. It doesn't matter here what x is equal to. It matters only that y is equal to -1, and that is, of course, all the points on the lovely green line. Okay, moving right along to part C here that I'm going to put on this graph. Y equals 4x minus 6. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make this 4 over 1. All right, because I need that slope to be 2 parts, 2 directions. And we're going to start at -6. So here's my x, here's my y. The y-intercept, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's my -6. And then my slope is 4 over 1. So from this point, I'm going to count up 4, right 1, up 4, right 1. And I'm going to keep doing that until I run out of space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, to the right 1, 2, 3, 4, right 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, right 1. And at this point, I've run out of space. And I can't go down and to the left because I will also run out of graph. So let me play connect the dots here. There's my line. I have a lovely positive slope. It goes through the y-axis at -6. That's looking good. All right. So let's slide on over to part D. Part D is missing part of its slope. So, of course, I'm going to make that over 1. And I'm going to add 0. Okay. That will then give me enough information to have all the parts I need for slope-intercept form. So adding 0 here does not change your equation, right? 3x plus 0, it's still 3x. And if I take 3 divided by 1, that's still 3, but it gives me the information I need for slope. So starting at the origin, I'm going to count up 3, 1, 2, 3 to the right 1. 1, 2, 3 to the right 1. And if I try to do it again, I'm going to run out of space. In this case, I can count down and to the left, so I'm going to. All right, so down 3, left 1. Again, down 3, left 1. At that point, I've run out. Okay, so these points create one continuous line, has a positive slope. So let's go ahead, whoops, apparently doodle on my paper. Play connect the dots. That's so much better when it's snapped into place. I had a big wobble there. All right, so part D is all set and good to go. And then last but not least is part E. And unfortunately, part E is not exactly written in the format that we want it to be written in. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I know I need to get y isolated. So I want this to be written in the form y equals, right? Y equals mx plus b. So let's go ahead and take out some of the stuff that I need to. So we're going to subtract 3x, cross the equal sign and do that. At the same time, I'm going to add 14 to both sides. So 3x minus 3x, gone. And I'm going to work over here because I got space. So that's going to leave me 2y equals, okay, because -14 plus 14 is going to be gone. So 2y equals -3x plus 14. And I'm going to divide both sides. I'm saying to both sides, but it's actually every term I want to divide by 2. So 2 divided by 2 leaves me the y I wanted. I've got negative 3 over 2x, and then 14 over 2 is positive 7. So that's the line that I'm going to graph, starting with positive 7 on the y-axis. So actually, I stopped doing that. So there's x, y, and in the last problem, whoops. How about I label it correctly? There's x, there's y. Okay, so back to part E. I started off at positive 7, positive 7. Slope here, I'm going to go down 3 and then right 2. So 1, 2, 3, right 2, 1, 2, 3, right 2. And I'm going to keep doing this until I run out of space, which is coming up pretty quickly. Down 3, right 2. That's where I've now run out of graph. And while I was going down and to the right 2, there's no way for me to go up and left. I'm just completely running out of graph. So if I play connect the dots, right, one smooth continuous line here. It has a negative slope, right? Definitely decreasing. Starts off at positive 7. So there's the line. It's graphed, it's labeled, it's all wonderful. And that's where I'm going to go ahead and cut this video. If you have any questions or concerns, please do let me know.